Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to demonstrate the failover feature that's available in Pronto. So failover is what happens if a message goes undelivered on one channel and then it gets rerouted to another channel and then so on and so forth with the whole chain. So from the home page, go on to the left panel and hit this gear icon for settings. Scroll down, go to automation and then campaign failover. So from here, you'll see a little toggle button that you have to click to enable it. And then it gives you all these other features. So for today, we're going to be doing SMS. So with all the channels here, there's a fallback chain. So in order of which the message gets sent through. So if on SMS it doesn't succeed, then the message gets sent to WhatsApp. And if that doesn't succeed, then RCS, then email. And then for all of them, the last one is voice. So we're going to do SMS. So we can click SMS and we can reorder the chain. So I'm going to do, if SMS fails, then I want the fallback chain to start with email. And you can retry after like a certain amount of minutes, but the minimum is 3 minutes. But I'm on my development environment and that's going to be 10 seconds for me. So for now, this can be ignored, but in production, if you're using it, it'll be 3 minutes. I'm going to X out of that. And there's a whole bunch of other settings here, but for now, for this demonstration, this is kind of all we need. So I'm going to hit update and then that saved successfully. So just to go back in and show you automation, campaign failover. If SMS fails, we go into email immediately. So I'm going to make a campaign. So we're going to go home, campaign, go into SMS. So we're going to choose a channel, development 2, and we're going to call this one failover test. For the audience, we're going to put in a contact that I already have set that has a dummy phone number but a real email address. So I'm going to put in that. That's the contact. Next, the message. We can use one of the previous templates we already set up. So I'm going to use that one. And then here, so not only do we have to set the failover instance-wide in the settings, but we also have to do it in the actual campaign itself. So enable failover, excuse me. And we already had that failover for SMS like you saw. We set up that chain in the settings in the last step. So we'll hit send campaign and send. So right now this SMS is saying uploading. It's currently trying its best, and then it will say completed, but there'll be a little X there. So it actually failed. So if you refresh, you'll see failover and then email completed. And then delivered. So that is the failover in action. So the SMS didn't work, it said failed. And then it immediately went into the chain of command that we set, where email was number 2, and then it said email completed. So now you have all the analytics for the failed on the RCS side and the succeeded on the email side. So process emails, delivered, if it's read, all those analytics that we've been through before on previous demos, to the real email address that worked, delivered. And there's the email preview with the template that we set. So that is the failover functionality in Pronto. So we sent a message on SMS to a dummy phone number that didn't work, and then we set the chain in the failover to have email be the second channel that the message got sent to, and it was successfully delivered because the email was real, and then that's how the failover succeeded. So thank you very much for listening to the failover demo on Pronto.